you Is Happy silenced? Right click. Oh, misses the right click.
Looking for surrounding and he gets it on the DK. There's no TP for him anymore.
Got it. That's locked in.
Oh my god.
Could build some farm.
This is not a fight that Kiwikaki can win here in the upper right. Can he win it somewhere else? Oh,
but this is a moon. Does he have enough damage to miscalculate this? No way! Last serious tunnel dead.
Right click, Happy. How can you save this DK? You have no resources for a potion. Trying to nuke. Doesn't work. Step out.
Funny composition, not the right one by Johnny Cage.
Stormbolt,
Where all the trees go?
Perfect shockwave. You don't have much time. Shockwave. Here we go. One more right click. Lin, Guagua. Oh!
Good day and welcome everyone to our final day of the Warcraft All-Star League Summer Finals. The group stage began 10 days ago. Since then we have eliminated lots of the players. The top 16 went down to the top 8 and now today we have only 3 players left. Happy, the repeat winner of the monthly seasons ahead of this tournament in the grand final. And in the lower bracket, battling for the grand final are 1-0 and Fortitude. This is what it looks like in the bracket. We're going to have the best of 5 lower bracket final first, and then best of 7 grand final to find the new champion for the season finals. We had a lot of strong players here in the top 8, a few surprises as well. We had Lin eliminated already, Kaho eliminated already, the best orc and the best night elf, and now we're only left with 2 undeads and 1 human player, Fortitude. The king of the humans right now, clearly. Can he bring an end to the undead reign of terror? Because Happy has been dominating the monthly tournaments, like I said, ahead of this tournament. The last season finals, last year, in winter, was won by 1-0. Before that, it was Happy. The undeads have been dominating WAL for months and months and months. Years, to be honest. Fortitude tries to change that script today. And we know that 40 is extremely good against undead. Perhaps his best matchup, Happy and 40, met already. On the way here, in the upper bracket, it was a close series. Happy came out ahead. Now, it's time for 1-0 versus Fortitude. Best of 5 begins on Concealed Hill. 40 in the top right, 1-0 in the bottom left, and especially from Happy, we've been seeing tons of Cryptlord play lately. This is a Dreadlord first. In my opinion, still the highest potential hero. That is weirdly phrased. What I mean to say is the hero with the highest potential in the undead arsenal, but is very, very level hungry. Dreadlord, difficult to pull off. Weak early game, also pretty weak mid game, but very strong late game. If you get to level 5, if you get to tier 3, the Dreadlord is insanely powerful. The best thing that undead can hope for on level 5, if you ask me. Going for an instant expansion creep here, by the way. The cool thing is, with the sleep, you can put the Null Warden asleep quite a long time. Oh, did he steal it? Oh, I wonder if the footy just got the last hit steal. That would be huge. I'm not quite certain. I think 1-0 still got it. Did he? He did get level 2. No, I think one last hit was stolen. But apparently still enough for level 2 Dreadlord. 2.4 though for the Archmage. He is ahead. And you can see Fortitude. He is not going to go for the expansion. He's going to take the lab here. Try to get level 3. This is going to be an aggressive play by Fortitude. Dreadlord oftentimes gets pushed by the human because of his weaknesses early game. And so we're gonna have an all-in fairly soon here already on the first map. AM gets level 3 early. And turns out that 1-0 also isn't even going to expand. He knew the attack was coming, so he cancels the expo, or doesn't even attempt to go for the expo. And now he's just teching up. So it's going to be one base versus one base. Pretending to expand, but then refraining from doing so. And 40 here, wasting a bit of time, if you will. Can't cancel the expansion here. Could only take out the Ziggurat. That is hardly worth it, he feels. But he's strong right now with the Archmage. This is a great time to fight against ghouls, especially with the Water Elementals being so strong. J. Celarax with a gifted sub to Mystico. Thank you. Dreadlord not yet level 3. Close to it though. One Water Elemental would be enough. Alright, first attack into the main base. Fortitude looking very bold here. Pushing into the main. It seems to be a wide open base because the Ziggurats aren't really fully in the back to protect. There's one Ziggurat in front which hasn't been upgraded. That's a bit weird. But that's level 3 for the Dreadlord finally. We got the level 2 Carrion Swarm. Hadouken! And of course losing Acolytes here would be very painful during the attack. Oh, one Acolyte about to go down. Yep, one falls. And more ghouls as well. Oh, this is looking rough for 1-0 already. Oh, 4 ghoul kills. Almost another one. Should be a surround though on the Archmage here with sleep. That should be easy to do. Alright, at least the TP is forced. Ah, wait, he has a cloak. Sleep again. Draining mana out of the Dreadlord. That's a big deal. Dreadlord is all about mana. No, some ghouls there dying. Still more dying. Oh man, this was a lot of ghoul losses. If we can trust the overlay, 6 ghouls lost in total. And that seems to give a big lead to Fortitude. Plus an Acolyte, of course. 1-0 has to remake the Acolyte. Down at 20 supply only right now. The early game weakness of the Dreadlord has become very apparent. But maybe, if he gets level 5, there is a way. And what's the follow-up for 40? He's going double Sanctum? What? Against Undead? Is he just going Mass Breakers? I mean, Breakers are indeed magic immune. But they are very bad against ghouls and A-bombs and basically everything. Oh, AM here finding 2 hurt ghouls again. The MK coming in for the Creepjack. And there's a Stonebolt. There's a surround. This game might just be over. No TP to get away. That is just a disaster. He's trying to fight out. But there's no getting away. Level 3 hero goes down and the game is over. GG called at 7 minutes only. Fortitude taking the 1-0 lead. Very, very convincingly. 1-0 here trying to be creative with the Dreadlord first pick. Didn't work out though. Didn't work out in the slightest. Yeah, I think the base build there wasn't really great to protect the ghouls. And the creep steal, by the way. Yeah, the creep steal was confirmed. 1-0 didn't get level 3 for a long time when he took the orange. So he had to wait for level 3 for a long while. You need to throw out these carrions quickly when you see the footies approaching. Yeah, one mistake there, giving a ghoul lasted away. Messed with him pretty hard. And 40 again showing how strong he is in this matchup. Map 2 coming up next is going to be 1-0's pick. Hopefully there things go better for him. Northern Isles, as so often for the Undeads, will be the map of choice. And 1-0. Under pressure right away, right? Going down 0-1, not good in this best of 5. Going down 0-2 would be disastrous. Especially since we all know how good 40 is in this matchup. He showed it just 2 days ago against Happy. Now he will try to show again His very best play. 40 wants to meet Happy again in the grand final. Wants to get revenge for the previous loss. Wants to be known as the best player in the world. At Rara Land, Fortitude said, "Who can stop me?" And he was hoping to have a chance to face Happy again and prove himself. Happy, the Emperor, the generational talent, is waiting in the grand final, of course. And yeah, the grand final will be best of 7. 1-0 now has to batten down the hatches. Needs to make sure he doesn't make any mistakes. No sloppy errors that 40 can exploit. And it's a Lich first this time. No Dreadlord anymore. And also no Cryptlord. Interesting, right? Happy, of course, is playing Cryptlord all the time. Also, Labby is playing Cryptlord all the time. But 1-0 is looking for his own style. I think Lich is a bit easier to execute. Especially once you get level 3. The level 2 Nova is really good at dealing with footmen. And when you get enough kills, you move on to level 4. And on level 4, the Lich really starts churning. With +4 intelligence, baby. Alright, starting off with the green camp here is 1-0. 40 going for the instant level 2 at the Tuskar. I like this creep route way more for humans. In the past, they used to go for green into Expo. I think it's very weak, actually. I almost said very whack. Because then you're far away from level 3. AM really has to make sure he hits level 3 at a reasonable early time. 40 going for the 4th farm. Normally for every human that means Expo play, but 40 has been showing a lot of willingness to play one base aggressive. So it's not quite clear yet, perhaps. Oh, he's heading south. Oh, he's creeping the lab. He's calling Militia to creep the lab. That's going to be level 3 for the Archmage. Powerful level up, but lots of Militia time used. This should mean no expansion then. This should mean tech and push again, I assume. There's also very valuable information for Happy watching this series, taking notes as to what 40 might be doing. AM items are really good. Oh man. Cloth +8 and big healing. Those might be the 2 best items you could have found. Probably are. Insanely good. Drops right here. And looks like the expansion is getting cancelled again. So far from finished. There's plenty of time here for 40. He's gonna get the cancel. The Lich is not quite yet level 3. The tech is on the way. Does 1-0 also follow towards tier 2? Is he gonna start the tech instead? Might be the right call. Yeah. The Lich does way better than Dreadlord in the mid game. Once you got level 3, the Lich is really good. Unlike the Dreadlord, who is just okay-ish. But needs 1 or 2 more footy kills for that level up. .40 is aware, trying to not throw away the footman too easily. And again, a push into the main base. This time, though, I think 1-0 should be able to defend better again, just because the Lich is a better hero for the task. .0 wants to get the kill, get that level 3. Shop is going to be taken out, but it's not that big of a deal. He doesn't really need shop items right now. The footy saves here are very important. 1 ghoul. Oh! Almost goes down, but actually nicely saved. 1-0 needs to get a kill now. Nova, there we go. And now he's got level 3, and now everything becomes a lot easier. Footies, very easy to bring down with Nova. Good saves on both sides, by the way, I say, and then there goes the ghoul. Lots of water elementals here, lots of pressure early. Another ghoul goes down. 2 ghouls, I guess, have died. That's not the worst. Lich gonna get one more kill on the footy. So 3 ghouls versus 3 footmen plus a shop. This is still okay for 1-0, I would say. Shop can now finally be remade. Lich now out of mana though. Would love to get level 4 here soon. And then get that level 2 Dark Ritual going. We have tier 3 on Fortitude's side. We're going Inner Fire Rifles, baby. Could eat these Acolytes for more mana. If he doesn't want to expand. And expansion right now is not in the cards. 1-0 attacking tier 3. He's going to have a very late DK, by the way. Still hasn't started it yet. Maybe he wants to get a bit of extra experience here from the creeps. Getting bonus experience right now on tier 2. It's kind of a cool touch, actually. After the camp is gone, the DK should be started. Okay, DK is started already. 40 creeping up the natural with Militia. On the way to tier 3, you would think he cannot expand. The resources are pretty slim right now on 40. That would be quite bold indeed. Quick level 2 for the MK. Double claws. Whee! This AM right clicks is gonna be crazy. Would love to see Orb of Fire as well. Goes really well with the rifle army. Lich now level 4. Strong level up for him, for sure. Ring and Gauntlets, also good items for the DK. DK joining late, only level 1. He's going to be squishy. You want to tank him up. Very underleveled though on the Death Knight. That's certainly a problem. MK 2.3 already. Archmage about to get level 4. Fortitude again seems to be in a great position here. Creepjack time now though. Coil Nova is a danger. He hasn't been using enough Dark Ritual. You can see the rod on the DK is ready. He could have eaten a Skelly already. He could have more mana. There could be more Nova. There could be Nova all the time, basically. Could also eat the Acolyte here. Oh, Book of the Dead surround! Oh, sick! The Book of the Dead just found by the creeps. Surrounding the DK here, and indeed, he is squishy and goes down. Oh, man, that item. That Marketplace creep, man, it can swing the mid-game around. Book of the Dead, like we saw here, or even a Wand of the Wind, can be very dangerous when it comes to hero kill. And that's a huge deal. Oh my god, this DK is neutered, useless, a waste of supply. .40 accelerating well. Creeping camp after camp. MK gonna be level 4 soon. Clap and Stormbolt we have on him. Are the finals after this? Yes. The best of 7 grand final where Happy is waiting will be after this best of 5 indeed. Right now it's looking amazing for 40. Winning this game is gonna be insanely hard for 1-0. I'm not saying it's completely impossible. It's very difficult though. The good thing for him is, with the Ghoul army, you don't need level 3 DK. Level 2 DK is enough for the aura. The Lich is 4.5. If the Lich gets level 5, there might be a chance. MK also level 4 already though. That's crazy fast. And now the Lich is splitting experience 3 ways. While we have an expansion coming up for 40, which has been scouted by 120. Oh, Archmage way out of position. 40 not looking on the first hero. Clap. Where is it? There we go. On the ghouls. Huge damage. We have inner fire as well. Staff comes into play. AM is still hurt, by the way. The next Holy Light should be for him, shouldn't it? Apparently not. Cutting away with the rifles is trying to do a Fortitude. That was a weird sentence. And 1-0 is finding some kills here. Still a couple of ghouls left, but the Dark Ranger is dead. Archmage hurt still. More rifles are falling. 1-0 is actually taking the supply lead over here. Managing to take a good fight here with the Nova, follow-up damage, the focus fire. Taking out a bunch of enemy units. But the strong heroes are still left. 4-4 on MK and Archmage. Pally also now almost level 2. When is it going to fall back? He lost the Dark Ranger, but look at the DK. Now he's almost level 3. Lich is close to level 5. Game ain't over yet. They're still footmen somehow. Footmen at this stage in the game, very weak. I think it's pretty smart of 1-0 to not target the footmen. Leave them alive. They are dead supply now. Rather go for priests and rifles. Or heroes. Normally, late game against Destroyer, even when you play rifles, you still want to have gyros. You want to have something in the air to always be able to chase them. Also, they can't get Nobud. They give vision. Gyros can be very, very helpful indeed. Ah, we have gyros already. Oh, yeah. Didn't have them in the fight, though, right? But in the next fight, we will have gyros. And they are a big help, indeed. Very strong 50 supply army now for 40. Enough fire rifles and gyros. Just the footies are dead weight. Pally level 2 is not going for Divine Shield, by the way. That's a bit of a risk. And the Creepjack is coming in. Didn't expect this one. TP out by 40 right away. Respecting the danger here. But still losing one rifleman. 1-0 with the supply lead. After this disastrous early game, 1-0 now, perhaps in a winning position. Lich level 5 is extremely strong against the Rifle Priest army. Inner fire applied early. It can, of course, be dispelled. Position here is really good, though, for the human army. MK very slow with the clap sometimes, right? That's one mistake 40 here seems to be making. Not using the clap fast enough. Could have hit those ghouls all at the same time earlier. And the shop taken out is a big deal. That means no new staff, no clarities at the moment. But there might be time for 40 to remake it. Finally getting rid of the footies. There's actually still one more somewhere. 1-0 now going double slaughterhouse, getting ready for A-bombs. And those are very good against the rifle army. The higher the supply gets, though, normally the better it is for the human. The target fire potential of rifles gets higher and higher. Also, clap AoE gets really good. A-bombs do well in low numbers, normally. It's not exactly that clear-cut. Around 60 supply, I think A-bombs are still good. But if we get to 80 supply, I would greatly favor the human army. But getting to 80 supply is not easy. Off of one base. Might be impossible this game. Supply very even, but we have a bit of a gold lead on 1-2-0. Pretty crazy how this early game was so bad for him. But now, he might have a bit of a lead. I guess it's an even game though. Mostly. A lot will come down to air superiority. Who's going to win the air fight is going to have a much better chance for the entire battle. We have 10 gyros against 3 destroyers. I think that should be enough for the gyros to win. Unless there's more destroyers moored, which of course there could be. Orb of fire here, very nice now on the A-bomb. You can see the healing from coil does almost nothing. One A-bomb goes down. I'm not even sure where the destroyers are. Oh, 6 staff! Before the priest goes down, Lich getting targeted now as well. The coil's on cooldown. Invuln! Gonna be necessary soon. And the destroyers aren't even part of this fight. Looks like 1-0 feels the Destros wouldn't survive anyways. And without destroyers, this seems very one-sided. 1-0 had a glimmer of hope, but all of a sudden, Fortitude clearly in the driver's seat again. With the Archmage close to level 5. Even some Sorks now coming into play. When there's no destroyers, Sorks for slow can be really good. And the Destros are just parked at home. 15 supply, just chilling in the base. I guess on the other side it is 10 supply gyros. Fairly useless right now. We have gyro bombs coming though. That's going to be a little bit of damage provided by them. Staff again coming into play. Staff of Sanctuary has saved a few units already. A-bomb goes down. Also a rifle falls. Level 3 on the DK. That's a big level up here. The rifle count is still very low, by the way. Only 3 riflemen that we see here. One more goes down. A-bomb also falling, but denied. More mana. Archmage. Ooh, in serious trouble here. AM might fall. The Nova is ready now. AM is hurt. Oh, level 5 on the Archmage. Getting healed one more time. Didn't skill yet on the level 5. I think it should be Water Elementals. Invuln past. AM trying to run to safety. Pally is silenced if I see that right. Cannot use the Holy Light right now. Invuln, Holy Light. Ooh, Storm on the Lich to slow him down. Gyro Bombs finally getting activated. It's level 3 Water Elementals. I think that's the right call. As there's no destroyers here. Are the destroyers going to join at some point? They're still all just in the base chilling. And the gyros are forcing the statues away. 1-0 has a big supply lead. Oh my, oh my. MK close to level 5 now. That is also quite something. And the gyros trying to run down one more statue. Oh, and they're gonna get it. Oh, no way. What? He lets it live. Distracted, because right now in the main, the MK, he's going to be falling. Oh, 40 loses the MK. And that might just be game. Has to go for the Tavern Res. Lich is so strong here, though. Lich with Dark Ritual has infinite mana. He could just eat one A-bomb. Get full mana again. Yep, there it is. You see? Full mana. 240 gold for an A-bomb to get full mana. That's a great deal. Damn, 1-0 with a comeback. Oh my god, the Nova against the Peasants. Level 5 Lich. I never should have doubted it. I mean, I said earlier, if he gets level 5 Lich, there's still a possibility. Oh my god, the Nova. Oh my god, that Nova, baby. I think 40 has to try to go for hero kill on the Lich. But there's so many coils. He's got Invuln as well. And the MK might just be dead right away. Gyros are returning, but they're not helping here, really. Archmage, very hurt as well. The slow from the Sorks is really good. That was an illusion, I think, getting Nova there. The Sorks didn't slow everything, though. They were kind of an attack move, partly. Oh, MK almost dead. Coil is there still. The next Nova should end this game. And the Pally falls as well, and that's it. GG it is, and 1-0 ties it up. Very important win for him here. Otherwise, this series would have been hopeless. God diggity damn. Relying on the strong heroes, the level 5 Lich. Dude, level 5 Lich is still crazy. You know, after the nerf, when the Nova slow got reduced, we saw lots of humans, lots of undeads, I mean, moving away from the Lich. But Dark Ritual level 2, Nova level 3, and A-bombs. The synergy, the cost efficiency is amazing. So you can use the A-bomb, you can eat it like a mana potion, and it's 240 gold for like 700 mana. It is crazy. 1-0 here. Realizing his win condition, realizing the Lich was what he needed on level 5. Double Slaughterhouse A-bomb transition also was the right call. Maybe 40. Maybe you should have made Griffins instead of Gyros. I get that Gyros are really good against Destroyers, but Destros without mana aren't a big threat normally. Also, the rifle count just seemed really low. Maybe fewer Gyros and more rifles. That would have been the safer play. Fewer Gyros, maybe only 6 or so. 5, 6, maybe 7. But he had 10 Gyros or 11 Gyros. Seemed to be a bit too much. Maybe fewer Gyros, more rifles, or Griffins might have been better. In 1 base versus 1 base normally, you can always expect the undead to go A-bombs at some point, so Griffins, they sound good, but they're expensive. They're expensive on 1 base, and you have no upgrades for them. Yeah, that's the biggest problem, right? When you invest in rifles, you have no Griffin upgrades. Maybe that doesn't work. Good news for us, though. Series gets tied up. He should go Knights earlier. I don't agree. I don't think Knights do anything here. I think Knights are only good against Fiends. Mass Griffins was beating Happy. Yep, Mass Griffins can be really good. Very different game though. That's 2 base when he beat Happy with it. In 2 base in a long game when both have Expo, you can turtle, you can delay, you can get upgrades, you can build a big army. And at 8 supply with upgrades, Griffins are insane. That's the best army human can build. Mass Griffins, mass upgrades. But it's hard to get to, and of course impossible on 1 base. Unmern with a €5 donation. Thank you. It says another day. Wait, another Rebo day, another great day. Thank you, buddy. That is very nice of you to say. You've been supporting us like crazy these last few months. Goes a long way, dude. Thank you, thank you. All right, we're getting ready for map 3. The choice will be Tight Hunters. This is, of course, Fortitude's map pick. Good map for fast expansion, but Fortitude has also shown his willingness to play 1 base. In fact, both games so far, no Expo. Which is very surprising. This is not what we used to see humans playing. And I gotta say, if he faces Happy later, I don't know if this style will work. But for now, let's stick with this series. Wun J Boo with the resub as well. Thank you. All right. And now we got map 3 ready. 40 in the bottom right. 1-0 top left. Important map here now. The winner will move on to match point. What's the hero gonna be? Is it Lich again? Or do we... Wait. Oh! He's playing a Tet Fiend build. Wow. Whoa! I haven't seen that in ages. So what this means is... Late Crypt, only 3 ghouls. No more, no less. 3 ghouls, fast tech, then you go into Fiends. This is a fast tech for undead. You get quickly to tier 3. You move to Fiends quickly, which can be really good in mid-game and late game. But at the start of the game, in the very early game, it is very weak. Very weak. This means you cannot expand. You can harass, but not in a very dangerous manner. Oh, but if 40 goes for the lab creep, that would be the perfect opening for the DK. If you could harass a lab creep, this might be exactly the start he's hoping for. 40 doesn't know about the build. Every undead normally plays a ghoul opening, but 1-0 here surprisingly goes for the Tet Fiend. Oh, and this DK. Oh, he's rubbing his hands already. He's got the coils locked and loaded. And he wants to do significant damage here early. It is almost impossible, though, to steal the Rock Golem. Because he's magic immune, obviously. But he wants to kill a bunch of peasants if he can. Skelly's summoned already. And here comes the DK. Alright, 40. Can you stabilize here? Item steal would also be huge. One peasant going down is okay. Steal! Oh, not quite. Tried to do it with the Skellies, but AM gets the last hit. That's level 2. Getting the aura here is also quite nice for him. The danger of playing this Tet Fiend opening. This used to be meta, of course, but we haven't seen it in years, honestly. The danger is you do no creeping of your own as undead. So, if the harass goes bad, then you might not even get level 2. And that's a disaster. If you don't get level 2, you're in a bad spot. .40 going for the 4th farm. In this game, I would expect him to fast expand. Not doing so yet, however. Creeping up a little bit more. 1-0 also going to do a bit of creeping himself. That should be level 2 then, guaranteed. So he's not only harassing, also creeping a little with the first Fiend out. Here you can see the weakness of the Tet Fiend build, by the way. We are 4 minutes in the game, and right now the undead army consists of 1 DK and 1 Fiend. And that's it. So, for the first few minutes, it's indeed very, very limited. But it will accelerate well into the late game. Once you get to 50 supply, with the Tet Fiend opening, then you have a really good army. Oh, nice footy scout. Seeing where the undead is, he's gonna annoy him here, interfere with his creeping, because the natural can be cleared just by militia and footies and watch elemental. Very good play here by 40, realizing the AM is free to roam and harass. And it's level 3 for the Archmage. Expo timing is not super fast, but the resources for 40 looking good. He should be able to start the tier 3 before too long, which 1-0 will also do soon. Man, I haven't seen Tet Fiend play in such a long time. Against Tet Fiends, Knights are absolutely essential. Fortitude may go for triple barracks, mass Knights later. That's something we've seen by him in the past. On this new patch, Knights don't have Sundering Blades by default anymore. So this makes the Tet Fiend build and the tier 3 timing a bit better against it. Oh, Archmage though. Heading towards the main. If he finds a slaughterhouse, he can look for the cancel. Doesn't find that though. Sees that there's no tech started yet. 40 may have to TP out here if he gets found out. But he's forcing 1-0 back. And going for defend. Defend before the tech. So, oh, Fiend almost getting surrounded. Oh, he had it. Oh, 6 around. Well done. But the DK is level 3. That's a big deal. Trying to block the Fiend with the Archmage. Getting slowed even by the main. Has to back off now. The Lich adds a lot more into the army with a Nova. 40 though in a good position to counterattack. He could just hit the main again. Go for the Acolytes. 40 doesn't have a Shredder. That makes his lumber situation a little bit rough. But look at 1-0 already arriving at the enemy expansion with 4 Fiends. And this is the thing about the Fiend build, the Tet Fiend build. Once you have a couple of Fiends out, all of a sudden, you're going to be feeling quite strong. Militia call very nicely timed here along with the footman. When Nova comes in. And the footies are starting to dwindle in numbers. Tier 3 has now been started for the undead. For 40 right now it's about surviving. Mass footies have to be spammed. And 40 has to hold on with very little for a long time. Shop now finished. Very important. Needs to get those regen scrolls, clarities. Oh, Fiend's attacking the tower. Oh, needs to be repaired quickly. 5 Fiends. That's a lot of damage. DK getting attacked. That might be the wrong targeting. Going for the Death Knight here. This is a lot of pressure by 120. The Ted Fiend build, a forgotten strategy. All of a sudden working out well. Need some towers to secure this expansion. Especially when tier 3 is done, things get very dangerous for the human. More towers are cancelled. Footy numbers looking still very low. Archmage has to do this all seemingly by himself. And more Fiends are joining. When is there lots of mana on the DK as well? The statues are healing very, very well. It's looking good for 120. He's looking really good. The Ted Fiend build, dude. Haven't seen it in forever. Maybe the expansion too late. Again, against Ted Fiend build, there is almost nothing you have to be afraid of. At the start of the game, he could have expanded earlier. Orange into Expo, completely feasible against Ted Fiends. Yeah, honestly, this is looking perfect for 120. He's on tier 3. He's got mass Fiends here still. The statues are always healing. And the handful of footies don't stand a chance at all. Archmage also a bit unlucky this game, having found basically no damage. Oh, 120. Must be winning this game, right? MK now joining. Castle Tech has started. Can 40 still stabilize here, I wonder? Sacrificing a ton of footmen to have a chance. Destroyer's about to be ready. There is almost no towers. What is there going for web? Expecting gyros, but there's no gyros anywhere close by. And we get the Dark Ranger, Black Arrow, Orb being brought. Alright, this is it. This is the push timing. MK shows up just in time for the attack. One tower finishes, but only one. Militia might be badly needed. Now the footies are so weak. Now the footies are so bad against this kind of an army. Thank you, Philip Lump, with the resub. Barracks cancelled. Mass Knights are not a possibility right now. Fortitude still under lots and lots of pressure. Needs to repair fast the towers, and he tries to. AM joining again from the center. He was at the shop, but didn't really buy anything. Oh, no, he did! He went for Tome of Retraining, trying to go for Blizzard right now. But this AM is not looking too healthy. If 40 can win this game, I will be very impressed. This is such a stressful match. Such a stressful map for him. Archmage always threatened right away when he starts the Blizzard. Ooh, Coil Nova almost ends his life. The potion is there just in time to save him, but 40 has to call it. GG! 120 wins the map with the forgotten old-school Tet Fiend build. Map 1 went to 40, and that was a very clear affair. But 1-0 is striking back with vengeance. 2 maps in a row. And 40 here finds a stronger opponent than perhaps he was expecting. My. I was also thinking that 1-0 was going to have a very tough time today. Fortitude has been owning undeads left and right, with the exception perhaps of Happy. If we take a look at their recent encounters, we can see a very clear story here shining through. Look at that. 2-0-40, 2-0-40, 4-1-40, 3-0-40, 2-0-40, 5-0-40. Before that we had 2 wins for 1-0, but lots of wins for Fortitude. But today, when it matters most, 1-0 is showing up. These season finals, that's 1-0's tournament. These season finals, 1-0 seems to be overperforming quite often. It's a good time to remember that last finals, that was last year in winter, those finals were won by 1-0. Beating Happy there in the grand final. It might be a Happy 1-0 grand final again if 1-0 keeps playing this well. Yeah, it's also hard to make out mistakes there on the first map because we're not really used to seeing Undead play Tet Fiend build anymore. Nobody does this really. Maybe the footy count could have been higher. The expo could have perhaps been faster. The shop could have perhaps been faster. You're in the best position playing human against undead with a Tet Fiend build. If you have a lot of footmen right away, you have defend early, and you can push the undead always back. Force him to use lots of mana. He's always going to be low mana. The statues are always going to be in trouble. The aim's always chasing with the fireballs. And you can always set the herd footies back, heal them up with the Regent Scroll, and keep fighting with plenty of footmen. You want to have lots of footies until you reach tier 3 for the Night Tech. Well. 1-0 might be ruining the grand final that many fans are hoping for. 40 versus Happy is the rivalry to look at in the game right now. Fascinating to watch them duke it out month after month, week after week. But 1-0 now up 2-1. A win now, and 40's grand final dreams are over. This might be a Crypt Lord game though. This map is really good for Crypt Lord. Either you can try to be aggressive early on with level 2, which is a possibility, or you can creep very well quickly to level 3. This is a great map for human fast expansion. I would certainly expect a fast expo here by 40. But 1-0 again going for the Lich opening. Not a single Crypt Lord by him so far. Happy is rooting for 1-2-0. We all know it. Yeah, I think you're pretty much right on the money right there. I think Happy would have much greater trouble with Fortitude. What's 40 gonna do? What's the creep route? What's the plan? Is it a fast expo or not? Is it gonna be double fast expansion finally? We haven't seen that a single time so far. So far it's always been one base, at least on one side. This map is really good for AM level 3 plus expo creeping. You go for the seafood camp right here, then the green, then the natural, and boom, that's level 3. That makes this map really good for human. What is there starting off with a rather small camp here? Only the green. Scouted by the footy. AM starts off with the ring. That is not the best. You would love to find a bunch of damage. The Lich though. Maybe he's gonna play aggressive. Maybe he isn't even gonna expand. Or perhaps he will. Okay, I guess he will. Sack Skull dropped. Footy still seeing everything very well. AM is going to have the level 3 lead here for a little bit. Oh, quick pause. Wouldn't be a 1-0 series without a break. Without a little pause. Maybe the kitty cat is walking all over the keyboard again. Oh, we don't have a Gamba yet? Oh, I forgot about the Gamba. No, wait. Ah, I did. Okay, we can still fit in a quick one. Alright. 2.6 on the Archmage. Items are not the greatest. But that's what I was talking about. That's level 3. Well timed. Lich close to level 3 as well. Doesn't quite have it yet. But 1 or 2 footy kills will be enough. Archmage is going for the boots. Slowing down his expansion here a lot, right? He bought a bunch of items in favor of building the town hall. One of those seems to be set up pretty well here. Got a bunch of ghouls ready to defend. The Haunted is coming up in the back. More ghouls joining from the main base. 40, is he just going for the cancel? Looks like he is, but level 3 now on the Lich. Archmage in trouble right away. Low HP, sort of. Water elemental damage should be enough to get the cancel though with the footies. Yeah, it is. Easily enough. And now 40 has to set up his own expansion. Who's going to lose more here? Who's going to give away more experience? AM seems to be falling a bit behind now in experience. 1-0. Having a good fight here against the footies. There's still no expo coming. Man, the expo is looking late. 40. Is this perhaps a bit of an off day for him? Oh, cancel once more though. With the threat of the AM arriving. Now comes the town hall. That seems late, dude. That seems real late. Couldn't you have done this earlier? Why set up an arcane tower there first? It's not like there's beetles coming. I feel like 40 here was a bit overly cautious with a big attack on level 3 coming. That also forces the Lich, of course, to respond. Oh, whoops. Nova on the illusion. And so in the end, we should be getting to double expansion here, right? Human Expo finishes faster, but it was also a lot more expensive. Early shot by 40. Wants to have means to heal up. And I think this Haunted is safe. 40 may try his luck again. How many footies we got? Not too many. And that one is Deadsies. Oh, Watch Elemental made it into the back. AM though being forced away with the Nova. The block here would be big. If you can keep the Watch Elemental away, the Expo should be finishing. Oh, and there's a Nova. Around the corner. Archmage. Hoo! Gets away. Watch Elemental was blocked. No cancel here. Good. Hold by 1-0. The Haunted now going to be up in a moment. Tier 2 already on the way for both. And look at the experience. Lich 3.9. Oh, a little bit of light pressure here in the main base. Actually got a footy. I think this is a good position for 1-0. Lich is going to be really well leveled. Level 5, not even too far off anymore. I'm trying to go for the lab. Oh, but this is a creep jack. Inbound. Lich is on the way. It's an easy last hit steal with the Nova. Yeah, this is something humans haven't felt too much lately. The danger of Lich Frost Nova against heroes is absolutely huge. Zeppelin to escape with the Shredder Archmage. Has to TP away. And Lich has so much mana. Gets the next item here as well. Double one of mana steal. Even more mana for him. And he's got so much mana already. Level 4.5. Big lead here for 1-0 now. Resulting from the heroes. Oh, stream. Don't leave me hanging, bro. Come on. Sometimes the stream is a bit laggy, guys. I know, it's annoying. 40 also flying into the creeps, taking damage there. 40 seems to be a little bit off today. Zeppelin, super low already. We got Fiends on the way for 1-0. 40 this game. I think he's gonna need triple barracks. Lots of knights. Lich now staying very passively on his side of the map. Looking for level 5. He's getting close. Ring of Regen for the Archmage at least is really good. About to get level 4. But this Lich now so close to the level up. Full mana. He can spam Novas like crazy. Alright, we got the workshops coming. No bank for Fortitude, by the way. Towers at the Expo. 1-0 is looking really, really good here. Cannon towers now being upgraded. Those will be a big help defensively. But will they finish? If they get cancelled, that would be really bad for 40. AM is trying to distract. AM is trying to force the undead army back home. 1-0 isn't falling for it, though. Wait, he's going for 4 cannon towers. While 40 is going ultra turtle mode. He might go tanks then, I guess. Oh, but the cannon towers aren't done yet. Uh-oh. Here comes the attack right before the towers are finished. It's going to be at least one being cancelled. That should be both being cancelled. Oh, 40 in serious trouble here. TPing in, trying to save at least one of the towers. And with the footies arriving, at least one cannon tower does come through. He has no knights, though. There's no second barracks. He can't go for mass knights. That's what he needs. Oh, 40's in trouble. 40's in trouble. 40's about to be eliminated here. He's going mass tanks. Trusting in the tanks to hopefully save him. He is the master at tanks. That's one thing the Lich can't deal with. Siege engines. Lich Fiends, fairly weak against tanks. 40 is trying to abuse that weakness. But his expansion here is in serious trouble. 40's Expo, can it even survive? Fiends breaking through, taking out the normal towers right away. Not having a second cannon tower here is such a big deal. 40 losing the expansion. He's begging for 1-0 to TP home. But he's not doing it. Shredder joining from the main base as well. The peasants all getting taken out. Militia trying to help as well. Mass repair. The tanks aren't here yet. Tanks are far away. Shredder will be lost. Only 2 heroes for 1-0, but it should be enough. Looks like it is enough for the grand final. Fortitude has a bunch of tanks, but nothing else. 40 supply only for Fortitude. And this is not the 40 that we saw previously. 40 playing a good bit weaker today. Oh, lag? That's the observer lagging. Whoops. And 1-0 making the right call. Losing acolytes in the main base, it doesn't really matter. If he takes out the human expansion, the tank play is impossible. TP home now, finally though. But the Expo is an absolute shambles. Basically no mining going on. 40 doesn't want to give it up yet, of course. Taking out the Haunted gives him perhaps a chance. But 40 needs to establish Expo mining himself again. 1-0. Taking out more tanks here as well. It's a good chunk of experience also. Forty is the master of the tanks. He's got 3 tanks right now, 3 more about to finish. Oh, MK might be dead. Not yet. Can 40 win this game somehow? Tanks make their way to the expansion. Do they have upgrades, by the way? Oh, they have 2-1 upgrades. That is actually pretty strong. 1 tank goes down, though. The ghouls here and the A-bomb defending are quite strong. More tanks are arriving. TP home again. There's no staff, by the way, to save any of these tanks. That makes us always pretty painful losses. And only a single narrow tower goes down here at the Expo. Tank numbers don't seem to be high enough. Undead heroes getting completely crazy. Level 6 and 5 now. And we got the ghouls. Still putting pressure on the expansion. Still no mining there. 32 supply for 40. He also made a bunch of towers in the main base. Those didn't really come into play at all. Next round of tanks. It's starting to look desperate for Fortitude. Might be able to take out these spirit towers. But there's a big army here still. Undead army here very strong at 50 supply already. Wonder there is supply blocked now. Archmage going down. Healed scroll. Oh my god. Just enough to save him. Oh my lord. The tanks. Can they take out the Haunted? Oh, hold on. Oh, if one deserves bankrupt, there might be a way, maybe. Archmage not moving. Gonna get coiled. He's gonna die. Oh, there he goes. AM dead. Expo's gone, by the way. No mining for 1-0 anymore, but insanely strong army. Could use Death and Decay. He already did, actually. He did use Death and Decay somewhere. Has to res the AM. Doing so now. Tanks, only tanks. The only thing 40 has. 21 supply. One would think this cannot be possible. DK also about to get level 5. We have a new Haunted coming up. Can you still make tanks without blacksmith? I think so. I'm not sure though. .40 is also dead broke. Once Wonder is mining again. He's looking tremendous. Death and Decay is ready, by the way. But of course he could get Stormbolted. Looks like 1-0 is ruining our dream final today. Fortitude not able to keep up with 1-0 today. It seems. Oh man, I need a staff so bad. If he had just one staff to save the tanks, could have looked quite a bit different. 40 trying to go for a Zeppelin, maybe? 2 tanks. All he has. 1-0 mining again. Fortitude still trusting in his signature unit. You got 3 minutes left of mining in the main base. Looks like he also had to remake peasants because he needed more lumber. And 1-0 is on the chase. There's no way 40 is ever going to win a fight again. Oh, Death and Decay! Used now against the workshops. Good amount of damage. .40 is scouting around with a gyro. 700 gold now. I think at this point, the only thing he can make is more tanks, right? Got some in the main. If the AM gets caught on the map, he's just gonna die to Coil Nova, right? Ooh. Claws plus 8 found. Hello. Ledge level 6.7. 3 more tanks. That's gonna bring us up to 7. What's the number 40 is looking for? How many tanks is he gonna bring? I guess he's just gonna mine out. Oh yeah. 40's gonna mine out the gold mine. He's got 1 minute left. And then, Hail Mary. All the tanks. AM is almost level 5. That would actually be pretty good. Level 3 water elementals. Oh. 1-0. Finds him again. MK has to be staffed. Wagon's coming. He knows what is about to come his way. 1,000 gold on 40. That's basically it. And now the gold mine is out. Okay, 40. What now? Yeah, more tanks. It's gonna be supply blocked though in a moment. Needs another farm. Maybe 2 more farms. AM gets level 5, just barely. 1-0 with 66 supply. Still mining. Oh, MK found. I think the MK is dead here. Ooh, lucky that he's not getting targeted. MK could have been killed here, I think. Staff was on cooldown. 40 going for the Zeppelin. Saving 1 more tank. It's going to be 11 tanks in the end, I believe. Yeah. There's the last one. There's no way this is going to be enough, right? Double staff. To save himself. Alright. This is going to be it. $11 tanks, 2 heroes. That's all that he has. 1-0 sees it coming a mile away. 80 supply, basically. Alright, this is it. Nova indeed pretty good against only militia. 2 tanks in the Zeppelin. 9 tanks on the way into the main base. MK at home at the moment. I feel like a panda would have perhaps been the better choice here, but fair enough. Okay, 40, this is it. Oh, the Zeppelin is spotted early. Dropping in the back of the expansion. That is so many meat wagons. Oh my god, 5 meat wagons at the expo. 1 tank already gone. 10 tanks left. MK instantly dead. Bye-bye, Mountain King. Level 7 on the lich here towards the end. AM trying to take out the wagons with the water elementals. Ooh, but now the AM as well. He's gonna die. No getting away here. And 40 calls it. GG it is. And 1-0 makes it to the grand final again. Looking stoic. No big smile on his face. Again, finding his way into the grand final, just like last year's winter season that went to 1-0 in the end. 1-0 here ruins the dream final for the fans. It is not going to be happy versus 40 for the grand final. Fortitude is not unbeatable. And 1-0 breaks the loss streak against Fortitude at the most opportune time in the biggest tournament. 1-0. Delivering, playing an outstanding series, and Fortitude a little bit off today, I feel like. In the one-base rifle game, he probably could have macroed a bit better. And here the last map, I think he built the expansion way too late. He went for tower and circlet and boots all before Expo. If he goes for a faster expansion there, he would have been way further ahead, I feel like. Fortitude today, unfortunately not showing his best, apparently. And with that, we have our grand final. It is gonna be an Undead Mirror grand final. Happy versus 1-0. Once again, these two are gonna duke it out. They've met here plenty of times before. 1-0, to be honest, during this year, during the monthly tournaments, wasn't doing too well. Happy, on the other hand, was doing very well. Winning 3 out of the 4 monthlies. Only 1 he had to give up. That went to Lin in the end. And that is going to be our final match in the Warcraft All-Star League Summer Finals. We are going to go into one last break, and when we come back, it's time for our grand final. Happy versus 1-0 coming up. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We have one final game left. The Warcraft All-Star League Summer Finals. It's been a tournament running for 10 days already, after a group stage, an ascension stage, a playoff phase as well. Now we have our grand final ahead of us. It is, once again, the two best undeads in the world meeting, Happy and 120. Happy has been winning almost everything on his way here over the last half year, whereas 120 seemed to have a bit of a tougher time. We saw him lose quite a bit. He was dropping in the elo standings. He seemed to be not really in a slump, but not in his best shape, perhaps. Where 120 last year won some of the monthly tournaments. This year he wasn't even in the grand final once in the monthlies. Seemed like he wasn't in top shape currently this last half year, but now peaking at the perfect time. And by the way, I've been saying something rather incorrect now a few times. I thought that 120 won one of the season finals, but that's not true. He won some of the monthly tournaments, the monthly finals, but not the season finals. Indeed, it was only Happy so far who won every single one of them. TP League 2022. I can show you. What the hell? There we are. TP League 2022 won by Happy. 120, second place. TP League 2023-24, first season, won by Happy. 120, second place. The winter season, won by Happy. Kaho, second place. So these were the three season finals we had so far. Every single one has gone to Happy so far. Again, Happy's in the grand final. Again, 120 is in the grand final. They always do really well in these tournaments. Question is, can 120 finally beat the losing streak, beat Happy, and claim the title for himself? 120 has been able to win many games against Happy in the past. He has one of the best win rates out of all competitive players. A 39% win rate, historically speaking, against Happy, is pretty damn good. That is better than anybody, I think, at the moment. Most recently, we've had a lot of wins for Happy again, but it looks like 120 has proven that right now he is in peak shape again, something that we perhaps hadn't seen in a while. This is going to be a best of 7 grand final, a long series, lots of maps. And I'm confused because Infi is showing something else right now. He's showing the B Cup that is happening at the moment. B Cup is also being played today, but this we will focus on tomorrow when we begin with the B Cup coverage. Is there going to be a break? I have the admin's contact. Hold on. Maybe they want to give 120 a bit of a break for a little while. That would make sense, certainly. You would want to give him some time to prepare here for his biggest challenge yet. But yeah, Happy on a wild win streak. Like I said, winning every one of the season finals so far and winning most of the monthlies as well. Happy racking up the prize money. Year over year. Something that is also interesting to look at times is the earnings. Always tracked very well on Liquipedia. Let's go by the last few years. If we go by the years that the TP League / WAL has been around. 2022, we had $400,000 in prize money. That's pretty damn good. Happy earning 94,000 of the prize money. 1-0 actually in second with 47,000. Also really good. Behind that, Colorful and Lin. 2023. Guess who's first? Happy. Second place again, 1-0. Lin in third, still far up there. Moon was looking really good there. This year seems to be a bit on the weaker side. And 2024, it is Happy, clearly in first. We have a lot of prize money here distributed, thanks also to the Don't Force Me Cup. And you can see Fortitude. Man, 40 has been getting lots of prize money from the Don't Force Me Cup and other tournaments. Very close behind Happy, in fact. Happy not above the 70-80k yet for this year, but there are still, of course, many months to come. This, of course, all speaks a very clear language, and that is that Happy has been the dominator over the last few years. That should not come as news to you. That's something we've all witnessed time and time again. Is Happy versus 1-0 the grand final? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yeah, I wonder when exactly we are going to start with that, because I am a bit confused by the fact that Infi is streaming something else. And so is 1-0, by the way. Why is 40 not playing in the B Cup? I would like to know as well. I really have no idea. Last time, Sok was the only player getting far as humans go in the B Cup. Sok is playing right now against Moon. Tomorrow, by the way, we are going to show the B Cup. There was a long group stage that was played out already. Tomorrow, we're going to have the playoffs. Our players here are Moon, Sok. It's a pretty sick kickoff game right here. Life, Focus, 1-0 Lin, Happy, Lawlight. Great games right here. These are going to be our two matches tomorrow, by the way. In the lower bracket, we have Blade, Sini, Labby, Soin, Pink, PCG. That's some names we don't hear too often in some of the other tournaments, but here, making it into the top 16. Leon from Germany, getting out of his group. Lost to 1-0, though. Playing against Ice Orc. Yeah, this is going to be the next big tournament to come, starting tomorrow up until the 1st of September. Oh, this is going to last a long time. Yeah, playoffs is all best of 7, long series, 2 matches per day, normally. Should we just go and look at Moon versus Sok right now? Okay, I think we have to. I asked the admin guys when exactly the game is going to start, the grand final. He didn't tell me. Oops. Let's just check out what Infi's looking at here. It's Moon versus Sok. Oh my god, insane levels on Moon's side. Sok has basically only a couple of tanks left, expanding again in the top of the map. This is a crazy game. Fourth map in this best of 7, apparently. Seems to be looking really good for Moon now, though. He may not have a mining base, but he still has Ancients. Wild game here on Twisted Meadows. Yeah, this is a game, of course, you couldn't see earlier. We're just on this stream right now because the grand final isn't starting yet. I'm pretty sure Infi knows when the grand final is starting. And we'll be switching over. Stock also supply blocked. Doesn't have workshops anymore, as far as I can tell. And also no tier 3, so certainly no tanks anymore. Okay, so the admin just said we have to wait for a little while. Perhaps we're gonna start in 15 minutes, he says. Okay. Oh, Archmage, almost going down. So he has some crazy items here. These are also a bunch of items he could be selling in theory. And after 3 minutes, the town hall is finally done up here. In this 33+ minute game. Oh, but looks like there's a scout moving over there. The human levels aren't bad though. The items are good. There might be a chance here for Sock. Oh, but this expo has been found. Not gonna be mining much longer. Creeping now a way of gaining gold for Moon. Warden on level 8. 3311 build. Panda. Oi. Okay, maybe Infi's gonna let us know at what time the game's gonna be. Yeah, okay. 9 p.m. China time. That should be in around 15 minutes. Oh, taking out a bear here is a big deal. Maybe there's a staff? Nope, no staff. Expansion, though, getting reduced to dust. I'm not sure if Moon has moon wells anymore. Oh yeah, he does have some. 400 juice in the moon wells. So attacking tier 2. He's got a lot of gold. A lot of gold. Gold is a really big deal. Always in strategy games. Resources. But especially now that we're in this weird late game stage where Moon isn't mining anymore. Wait, there's only one moon well. Oh. Only a single moon well. New workshops being made. Wait, is Sock again just gonna go tanks? Perhaps he is. What happened with 1-0 versus 40? 1-0 defeated Fortitude earlier with 3-1. 40 today, not playing his best, as it seemed. Unfortunately. Oh, the zap! Oh my god, almost going down with 2 tanks inside. Gyros. He does have gyro bombs. But against a panda? Ooh, really? I think he staffed the tanks home to heal. Zeppelin goes down. Got another Zeppelin up here. This is a very interesting game. Dude, he's actually going gyros against Panda level 6. And new moonwells have been made. Alright, tanks making their way across the map. We got the gyros now with the bombs. But there's also a Panda. Expansion coming up again by Sock now in the on the right hand side. What a strange game. Almost 40 minutes. I haven't seen a 40-minute game in forever. Good staff again. Tank is saved. Sock trying to be cost efficient here. $1,000 gold still on him. Oh, and the expansion is found again. Alright, gyros coming for the attack along with the army. Sock now bringing his forces together. Oh, and the warden cancels the expansion by herself. Well done. 1,000 gold left for Sock in the main. Time is running out for Sock. Is he just gonna make 1,000,000 gyros and try to kill the Panda, maybe? What time for the grand final? It should be in around 10 minutes. Should be around 10 minutes. I'm kind of curious how this game is going to end, though. Sock could make like 15 more gyros if he wanted to. I think that's what he's going to do. I guess APs would be the ideal choice here. But Moon doesn't know how many gyros he's going to have to face, I believe. Then again, are APs the best? Maybe just Dryads? Very weird spot here. And so he's going to the island. He's going to expand again on the island. Not going to go all in. So many gyros. 25 flying machines. AM got level 5. MK got level 4. Ooh, that's a big level up. Now he's got Stormbolt level 2 finally. Potion of Divinity. Nice for the Pally. Oh, reveal. Does spot the expansion. Oh, there's a Zeppelin maybe going over. There's a yellow dot. There's a yellow dot. Going to the expo. What is it? Come on, man. Look at it. Expansion, dude. Oh my god, how are you so blind? Bro, look at the expo. I mean, it's a warden. We know it's a warden. Oh my god. Finally he sees it. Expo denied by the warden. Very well done. Which means Stock will have to go all in. Oh, the gyros here a bit overeager. Bro, this panda damage is gonna go crazy. By the way, look at the warden damage. 42,000 on the warden. Holy mackerel. Moon's starting to expand the corners. Okay, Sock. Where does this go? Using the staffs again to save the tanks. Not committing with the gyros. He has a ton of them. But not using them. Army pulled out of position. The gyros could come into play now. Panda, though, staffing home. Did you have to show the breath of fire? Okay. The warden. Oh, she's back. She can blink around on the back of the island. Oh, Zeppelin, though, saving the peasants. Moon's got this game now, right? Must be. When Bear goes down, there's a ton of mana on the human side. 45 minutes. Oh my god, the gyros. Oh lord. They got all hit by the breath of fire. Moon making a million moon wells. What a weird game. What a rare game. 45 minutes now has been cracked. "26 gyros, many of them very, very hurt. New Tree of Life is coming up. Dryads here have plenty of Dispel. Bears have all the rejuve. Oh, what? Are they not watching the game anymore? No, we are. Okay. Grand final. Gonna start in 5 minutes, guys. I want to see the end of this game, though. Oh, staff in from the panda. The gyros are forced away. Now the gyros could attack the expansion. Oh my god, look how hurt they all are. Rip. Panda. Ooh, so close. Boots of Speed really paying off on the panda here. And now Moon is getting more and more gold. This must be enough, right? 2 bases. So many resources. Trying to kill the gyros, or the dryads rather, with the gyros. And does take 2 of them out. Pally back in. Oh, that holy light was much needed. Not too much dispel on the Dryads anymore, but I think still enough. Gyros, of course, very mobile, extremely mobile, darting from one base to the other. Panda didn't even have an Orb of Venom for the longest time, but now we can get one. Moon has so much gold now. Okay. Can Sok somehow win this game? He had the big gold lead for a long time. Now it's the other way around. And we see Storm, Earth, and Fire. That means no AoE Breath of Fire now against the Gyros anymore. Oh, Stormbolt. Bear goes down. Pally level 4. Still has the Potion of Divinity. The triple hero human here is indeed very strong. AM, though, taking a lot of damage. Warden almost level 9. Panda about to be level 7. Some moves are going down. The Gyros here doing some decent damage, but so much gold. Moon with so much gold. Again, the Avatar on the other side of the map prevents the expansion. Staff again. Panda back to the fight. Level 7, baby! That is the craziest levels I've seen in a long, long time. Pally about to be vulnerable, by the way. $16 gyros left. A lot have gone down already. Potion of Divinity has been used. Oh, one more bear goes down. That's a Skelly, which doesn't help too much, I guess. Archmage right clicks here. Really, really sick, actually. The double claws of attack. Level 9 Warden. Level 9. Oh, damn. That orb works against Dryads, by the way. I only realized that now. Orb of Darkness works against Dryads. What the hell? Okay. Start getting some kills, but Moon is mining from 2 bases. 2. Dude, Archmage right clicks plus 25. Really crazy. And the Skellies are kind of helping, maybe? Oh, dodge the Stormbolt, kills the Pally with a Shadow Strike as well as the Fan of Knives. Warden absolutely sicko mode on level 9. Yeah, come on, man, that's it. Warden on the chase with the boots, with the blink and Shadow Strike and Fan of Knives. This Warden is unstoppable now. 50+ minute game. Tavern res on the Pally. That was the last bit of gold. Sok has one gold coin left. Gyro's back in again, but the Warden here with the blink right away. Double Orb of Venom now available. And the gold again. It comes down so much to the gold. Moon has so much. Sok has nothing. Moon can easily afford everything. Level 9 Warden. Holy. It's been a long time since I saw this. Normally, that would be expected from Lawliot. Here it's Moon, who's normally not known to be that great of a Warden player, but here looking really good. Human heroes trying to do it all by themselves. Moon is fighting without the panda. He's keeping the panda over at the other base to have him ready against those gyros. And that's going to do it. 53 minutes for map number 4. Oh my god, what a marathon series that is. That comes now. Well, map 4 there came to an end. And apparently guys, there is another match coming up. A 2v2 match has been announced before our grand final, apparently. It's going to be another exhibition match for Warcraft All-Star League, I guess. I'm sorry to be blue balling you like this. But apparently the admin didn't know either. He told me the grand final was going to be now, but now we get the info. Here it is. On the stream. There's going to be a best of 3 2v2 show match. Infi and Moon going to play against Fly and Yumiko. I wonder if 1-0 maybe needed a bit of a break, or Happy perhaps. This didn't seem to be part of the plan, but I guess now it is. All right, so we have one more game. Hey, that's good news for us, right? More games we do enjoy. Infi and Moon versus Fly and Yumiko. Okay, so the grand final will have to wait a little bit longer. That means we have a full day of Warcraft action here today. It looks like the players, though, are going to need a little bit of time to set up this game. Okay, let me change the Twitch title real quick. Okay. Yeah. We all didn't know that this was going to be happening, but apparently that is now the case. Before our grand final, guys, sorry that this information didn't reach me earlier. Before our grand final, we're going to have a 2v2 show match. It's going to be a best of 3. Infi and Moon, two of the greatest legends to ever play this game, playing against Fly and Yumiko. Looks like this is one of these exhibition matches for the Stars War tournament. Stars War 11, which will begin almost exactly 1 week from... No, wait. 2 weeks from now. On the 6th of September. We still have a bit of time here, right? Yeah. Okay. All right. Seems like the guys still need some time here to set up this 2v2. We are going to go into this time for real. One final break. Then it's time for 2v2. Then it's time for the grand final. So see you after this when we continue with the Warcraft action. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Oh boy, was there a lot of confusion. First there was a break in general in the broadcast, then we were shown that there was going to be a 2v2 happening, but now it looks like that indeed it will be the grand final instead. Bit of a weird sequence of events here. I don't know if the 2v2 fell through. I guess Moon is still playing in the B Cup, so maybe that's why the 2v2 isn't happening. We saw him in his game earlier against Sock, briefly. So now it is gonna be, I promise, I solemnly swear now it is time for the grand final. Thank goodness. Finally, it's time. Happy and 120 meeting once again, as they did also before 2 seasons ago in the season finals. It was Happy versus 120. Happy has won every single one of the WAL/TP League finals so far, and looking for his 4th season championship. Many of the monthly tournaments went to Happy as well. In this year's WAL, 3 out of 4 monthly tourneys went to Happy, making him far and away clearly the most successful player in the scene right now. 120 was Are they playing on a different host? I'm gonna have to check later. I wonder what server they're playing on. Normally it's always CN North 2. But yeah, anyways. 120 now seems to be peaking at the right time for the grand final once more in stellar shape. He played really, really well against Fortitude earlier, trying to break the loss streak now against Happy. Of course, this is the game that was played yesterday already. The upper bracket final went to Happy with 3-1, where we saw a lot of Fiends, a lot of DK, a little bit of Naga, a little bit of Crypt Lord. And I guess more is to be expected today. Tet Fiend build, still very much the meta in this matchup. And we're gonna start off with some slow creeping. In Tet Fiend Mirror normally, the early stages of the game are pretty relaxed. The action will pick up once we get the 2nd hero, 3rd hero, and tier 3 is ready. Good Acolyte pull here by 120, by the way, slowing down Happy quite a bit with the first creep. Happy these days seems to be always selling his TP. Not any real damage items so far for Happy. That is not ideal for him, but of course this is a big map. There are plenty of opportunities. We know Happy loves getting the circlet, so get it he does. But you can see 120 is creeping quite a bit faster indeed. Moving over to the next green camp already. Oh, it looks like Happy's gonna try to snipe the Ogre Magi here. And that is done pretty easily, I guess. Ring of Regen. Very good for creeping early game. Not that amazing for fighting in the late game. What you want is damage and mana and auras if you're playing Fiend Mirror. And some heal pots and invul pots will also be necessary. Yeah, 1-0 seems to be creeping a lot faster here. I guess Happy also took out the Ogre Magi on the other side. Both stacking up on items. Oh, Happy almost in time for the steal, but not quite. 1-0's items now looking really good. Lich on the way, tier 3 as well. 1-0 was experimenting a bit with Naga second yesterday. It didn't really work out too well. Maybe today is going to be more of the old norm. Happy now getting level 3. He's a little bit behind 1-0, but not by much really. 1-0 took a lot of damage on the DK, but here the Ring of Regen will help him out. Oh, Happy. Trying to creep the red camp already. Ooh, that is a bit ambitious maybe. It's going to cost him a bunch of coils. 3 coils in the end to creep the Overlord, but especially if it's a good item, it is well worth it. Oh, where's he going? Overlord, where are you going? Helm of Valor. One of the weaker items there, right? It's decent for the Dark Ranger, but there certainly were better items available. What is it with the Rune Bracers, by the way, from the red camp? Can be a life-saving item, but normally in Fiend Mirror, as we've noticed, it's mostly about killing fiends. Normally not so much about killing heroes. Robe of the Magi, that's a really good item that Happy can make use of here. That is excellent on the Lich. I wonder how much Cryptload we're going to see today. Cryptload looked pretty damn good yesterday, especially if you got the levels for it. Happy seems to have become a fan. But when it's only very few creeps left on the map, maybe the Cryptlord not the best hero. Oh, it is Cryptlord. On both sides. 1-0 learned the lesson from yesterday. No more Dark Ranger. This is a big change in styles in Undead Mirror. It was Dark Ranger for years and years and years. Now the Cryptlord seems to be taking over. First invuln goes to 1-0. That's a big deal. You need those invulns. Ah, these are great items for the Cryptlord as well, right? Helm of Valor. Rings. Really good for Cryptlord. I would put all these tank items on the Cryptlord if I was Happy. Cryptlord now joining, but there's not that many creep camps left. Happy also very low mana on the DK. But up by a little bit on the Lich. Level 3 versus level 2 here. And now the late game Banshee tech is being added. Yeah, items being swapped around. You can see the Cryptlord with the ring, with the helm. Oh, nice impale. Should secure the item. Yeah, big invuln goes to Happy. But level 4 on the DK here for 1-0. Level advantage now with a Unholy Aura. Impale in the back. I don't think there's... what's it called? Destroyers yet. web either. Destroyer and web now being upgraded. Impale again in the back. That could be a perfect lineup for Happy to throw the next Nova. But he's going for the Death Knight instead. No coils for Happy anymore. He has a heal potion still. Has to give that to the Crypt Lord, I think. And 1-0 is winning this fight here, isn't he? Lots of fiends on the field. Happy's losing quite a bit. Coil is in just in time. And a coil by 1-0 as well. Saving one of the fiends here. Happy is losing this fight. Has to use the heal potion. Happy has to run home with his tail tucked between his legs. That one goes to the challenger. Happy was investing in Banshees. They weren't ready yet. 1-0 is doing it now. Oh, creep jack here by 1-0. Happy has to back off. Got a circlet here, I think. Oh, Crypt Lord again. In trouble. He's got lots of armor though. He is pretty tanky. Happy still hurt on much of the army. 1-0 has way more mana. I think Happy is suffering from the fact that he used so many coils for creeping in the mid game. Crypt Lord for Happy now very well equipped. But far away from level 3. Levels are very even, experience very even. And the items? I think items are also pretty even. Now it's about experience. There's still quite a bit of experience on the left-hand side of the map. No items anymore, but still some creeps left over. Happy has the first Banshee out. Crypt Lord leading the charge. But look at the mana difference. Happy's DK is way lower on mana. Way lower. Fiends have to be the targets. One Fiend goes down. Happy pulls his Fiend back. But Happy has no coils left. Already, this is the start of the fight. And Happy has no coils to use. Destroyer in the air as well. Can dispel the curse. It's looking good for 1-0. It's looking really good. Needs to make sure not to lose the DK. And he saves it. Saves him. Happy has web. Finally webbing the Destroyer, but the Fiends are not high enough in numbers, I don't think. Crypt Lord with the Rune Bracers and the rings. So tanky. And of course there's a coil. Oh, but the DK now in trouble. Invuln is there to save him. Happy down in supply. Down by 10. About to lose more Lich. Has to go for the Invuln as well. Happy way fewer Fiends left. But still fighting. Getting one more Fiend here. Getting partly healed by the statues. Impale comes through. The Lich is in trouble. What? No way! Happy gets the hero kill out of nowhere. He was down in supply. Everything seemed to be falling apart. Without a Lich, there is a lot of damage missing. But there's still a good number of Fiends on 1-0. Not so much for Happy. But now the Lich for Happy, putting in the right clicks. Also remember, the Crypt Lord has great items for Happy. Nova and another kill. Oh, but there's the Impale. It's level 3 for the Crypt Lord. Killing a Fiend. Can't get the DK though. Happy losing a statue as well. Happy suffering a lot of losses here. Trying to catch one more Fiend. Impale is ready. Fiend goes down. But 1-0 still has a clear supply lead. Happy lost clearly more in that fight. Oh, got the destroyer though. Oh, the one fiend with the web killed off the Destro. And that's level 3 for the Crypt Lord. That's a big deal. Happy can also get the invuln now at the shop. And we are not done yet. Lich 1-0 is about to be back. Oh, creepjack time. Happy trying to take the Banshees out first. They are easiest to kill. And now we have a lot of curse. Oh, and the DK. Uh-oh. Was almost surrounded right there. Impel comes through. The right clicks as well. And I think that might be it. Happy with one crucial creepjack after the crucial Lich hero kill before. Lich is now back for 1-0. He was a bit impatient. Moving out without the second hero. And now the DK is benched for a long time. Yesterday Happy was also refusing to play destroyers. It looks quite similar now. There've been lots of curse on him. But of course the problem with the destroyers is they get destroyed easily by Fiend Focus Fire. One Impale into the Fiends. There is a Nova follow-up. 1-0 now has to play without Coil. He has to play without Aura. That is really tough. Happy's Lich got level 4. He's got a lot of int. A lot of damage. Not much is dying here. Well, I guess the Banshees are when they're getting targeted. Impale in the back. One more Fiend almost dead. Cripple has to go for the heal potion. Necessary here to stay alive. Oh, Nova on the Lich. If the Lich dies again, this game is certainly over. Being chased in the back of the base, and the Lich goes down, and 1-0 has to call for the GG in a game that he was leading in. And I'm pretty sure he knows he had the advantage in. But Happy finds a way to keep playing, stay in the fight, being down like 4 Fiends or something. Was able to pressure the Lich, find the hero kill, turn the fight around. That was a tough task for Happy that he just barely managed. So the defending champion takes map number 1 in this best of 7. A long series still to come. Map number 2 is gonna be one of our favorites, Twisted Meadows. If there is a single map to play Crypt Lord on, Crypt Lord 3rd, I mean, it is Twisted Meadows. With so many creeps, with so many items that can power up the Crypt Lord so much. Seems like here the hero is a must. As we are getting ready for map 2 already. So we have 1-0 bottom right, Happy top left. Again, both going with a Tet Fiend build. Most likely this whole series will be Tet Fiends. Unless we play on Lost Temple. Then we're probably going to see an expansion. Maybe Terrana Stand. But most likely just one base, DK, Fiends, Micro.
一座基地正遭到围攻。
Alright, DK is gonna come out. Normally we see a little bit of green camp creeping at the start. Oh, and look at 120. He's starting to follow in the footsteps of Happy. Not only does he go for Cryptlord now, he also sells the TP to have a little bit more gold at the start. You don't want to allow an Acolyte steal here. That would be pretty annoying. And the builds are indeed very mirrored. A little bit of poking here at the start. 120. I think he's also going to go for the circlet, isn't he? Oh yeah. Really looks like 120 is imitating Happy's play here. Detail after detail. What made Happy decide to no longer go Lich first? To a minor extent, because the Lich was nerfed with Nova 2 and Nova 3. But that's not the main part. The main reason is that Ghoul Frenzy was heavily nerfed. And the Lich was always played with a Ghoul Frenzy timing. Lich first, Ghouls, Ghoul Frenzy. But with the Ghouls nerfed, that build is a lot weaker these days in Unlit Mirror.
一位玩家的部队正遭到攻击。
A quiet phase of the game. Both just eyeing each other up. Testing each other's balance. Trying to see if there's a mistake to capitalize on. So far, there is not. When they played yesterday, 120 played a cheeky expansion. Early on tier 3 that Happy didn't expect and wasn't able to scout for a long time. Happy still somehow won the game despite being far behind. Because he's Happy. That was a crazy comeback.
一位玩家的部队正遭到攻击。
Yesterday, 120 was playing Naga here, but I think 120 has really picked up on the fact that Cryptlord can be really good in the right game. Especially if the Cryptlord is level 3, and some items, Cryptlord has huge potential with those impales. It's not easy to land the perfect money impale, but when you do, it has absolutely huge impact. Once they're here with a big camp, ooh, he's gonna have a strong Lich. Double circlet and robe, that is amazing. Happy. Is he trying to snipe the red camp? Oh, he is. Oh wow, if he gets creep jacked here. Oh, and there's a creep jack incoming. Oh, this is bad news for Happy. Creep jack on the way. Needs the next Nova, maybe. Oh my god, he just got it. But the DK, he was about to Nova him. Silence from the Staff of Silence prevents the Nova. Ooh, and Happy surprisingly gets away unscathed. And that's a big item. That's a big item right there. Staff of Silence. Almost a deadly creepjack. Oh, and now Happy might do what 120 did yesterday. He's going for a 6th Acolyte. Wanting to expand, apparently. Also happy with the robe. A great item also for him, of course. Wonder if they're also getting big items here. Wants to get the red cap, I'm sure. Lionhorn of Stormwind, always good. Wait, what does Happy want to afford an expansion though? He's also going Banshees. Needs an orb still. Happy seems to be a bit too broke to do everything of... Wait. He cancelled the Acolyte. Never mind. Cancelled it. Happy found Ring and Talisman of Evasion. Both really good for the Crypt Lord. And we got a lot of creeping on both sides here. Kaiga's Gem of Health. Tanking up the Crypt Lord even more. Scourge Bone Chimes. Oh, that is one of the few bad items that you don't want to find. Scroll the Beast for Happy. If there's no Destroyers, this is really good, but of course Destroyers could be morphed at any time. And now we're gonna see a bit of Crypt Lord solo creeping, I would expect. Yeah, Happy trying to get level 3 CL quickly. Ring of the Archmagi also very good for him. As I've said now a million times, the cool thing about the Crypt Lord is every item for him is good, no matter what you find. And Happy already going to the island. Happy is ready to play a long game here if he has to. And we do have a 6th Acolyte now. Getting ready for the expo. Oh, Stone Token! Oh, that's sick! If Happy micros everything he has perfectly, he has insane levels of control. Silence from the staff, Impale, Stone Token, Nova. That is actually ridiculous. Quel'Thala's boots, not the best for 120. And looks like both are gonna expand here, roughly around the same time. Happy can then go to the other island. 120 getting level 3 as well. Okay, big item for him. is Potion of Restoration, another great Cryptord item. Oh, Happy isn't going to the island. That's pretty surprising. Maybe he thinks he can get an item here at the red camp. The spawning position red camp, but the item there, of course, is gone. Happy scouting for the expo. We'll find it. One is the rest, not a single ring of protection. That is pretty painful. Heroes here could be suffering. And Happy is about to load up. Attack the enemy expo. It's... can he still cancel it? It might be a bit too late for the cancel. 1-0, by the way. He is 2 levels ahead on DK and Lich. Got the little 4s already. Instant TP. Happy will have to TP as well, right? Impale. Oh, and the silence! DK couldn't use the coil, but counter kill. Kind of surprised Happy didn't impale right away. Impale right after TP is super strong. Alright, Happy getting ready for the first big attack, I think. Anti-magic shell applied everywhere. Lots of fiends. 5 fiends versus 5 fiends. Seems like it's a very even game still. Two 1 upgrades versus 2 0 upgrades right now, but Happy's about to equalize. Okay, that stone token could be crazy, by the way. Doesn't have to be necessarily used to kill heroes, could also be used to kill units. First impale, gets another banshee kill. And silence as well. Lots of misses. Impale in the back, that one hit very well. Banshee's now all exposed, the Nova comes in, finding 1 kill and almost a second. Impale again into the back. Happy not using the stone token yet. Again, it seems like attacking the Crypt Lord is not the right target. Happy this time making this mistake himself. A lot of the fiends here are protected with anti-magic shell, but not all of them. Some of the AMS is also wearing off. Now the unit goes down. Supply was to see Happy ahead. Another impale. Happy with the big supply lead. Huge supply lead all of a sudden. Oh, and the ghoul attack. Oh, there were ghoul drops happening on the island. Pretty sick. Happy here using the Zeppelin once again, and the ghouls for the main base. And now the Rock Golem is summoned. Finally, and the Lich is stunned, and he is dead. Couldn't use the Invul Potion. The boulder toss from the Rock Golem here enough to take out the Lich. Sayonara, Happy says to the enemy. Second hero. He's got more stuns as well. Nova. Rock Golem so insane here. Next impale and boulder toss should be the end. It is the end. It is GG. And Happy takes the 2-0 lead. Dude, Rock Golem is a crazy item. That boulder toss is so insane for single target. Staff of Silence, Rock Golem. What else do you have? Robe of the Magi. But yeah, those two were pretty nutty. Pretty nutty. Happy here with some amazing items. That's of course always the risk that you run when you play on Twisted Meadows. It is Casino Warcraft. And this time, I guess, Happy is the winner at the craps table. Happy goes up 2-0. We've seen this story before. Best of 7. This could still be a long series, but 1-0 really has to get on the board. He has to get on the board. It is vitally important. 1-0 always trusts in his Tet Fiend build normally. I assume he's also going to continue to go with that. Next map, by the way, is Hammerfall. Hammerfall is a really good map for Lich Ghouls, because it's very good for ghoul creeping. Pretty rough for DK Skelly creeping. But still, the Tet Fiend build is looking so superior these days, it might still just be Tet Fiends, even if the map isn't the very best for it. If Happy goes up 3-0 here, there is no way 1-0 can turn that around. Or maybe I shouldn't say no way. We've seen some miracles in Warcraft in the past. Lin reverse sweep against Happy from a 0-3 deficit. Creolophus at WCG was a Cinderella story all in itself. But you don't want to give Happy 4 match points. That is not what you want to do. 1-0 was looking really good on map 1. Took a big lead, but couldn't quite close it out. Map 2 was very, very even for almost its entirety. But somehow Happy always ends up winning. Somehow he always does it. Does he do it again? Or can 1-0 finally get on the board? He has to. He must. If he wants to have a chance here. The builds are again the same. No Lich, no Ghoul opening. It's going to be good old Tet Fiends. Once again on both sides. So if we follow the trajectory here, then DK Lich Cryptlord again a possibility. Hammerfall is a really small map, and there's very few creeps on the map. Here it might be a better choice to go Dark Ranger, because the Cryptlord can't really level. If you get the Dark Ranger early on tier 3, you can perhaps secure the last camps on the map. There's a real argument here to be made for the Dark Ranger. Same point goes for the Naga. If the early game is slow and the DKs are low level, the Naga could help you to secure both lab camps, which would be a big deal. Whoa, wait, what? Necropolis? Before the tech? What? So that saves 1-0 Lumber. By selling the TP, he has excess gold anyways. This is kind of cool. Ziggurat costs 50 lumber. Necropolis costs 0. But the tech timing is the same. The downside for 1-0 is the Necro takes way longer to finish. So he's going to be stuck on one Fiend only for a long, long time. But wait. The Necro's actually finishing soon. Oh, this is a cool build. With a TP Soul, this makes a lot of sense. So I have to take that back. Actually, 1-0 is going to have his Fiend out way sooner than Happy. Ah, Necro before the tech. You have the gold because of the TP cell. This is pretty cool. It's going to even out later on. Happy's Ziggurat is also about to finish. 1-0 just has 2 Fiends out a little bit faster. Happy has a bit more gold. 1-0 has a bit more lumber with this build choice. By the way, aggressive early game, no creeping. This would be the perfect game for Naga. Absolutely perfect. But yesterday, the Naga didn't work out at all. Once you get this item here. Now the creeps are fighting against him. That is a bit of damage. Oh, Happy got the steal just in time. Just barely before the shots came in. 1-0 perhaps the coil a bit too early. Oh, and the Fiend is almost surrounded. Should not be going down, but it's taking a lot of damage. 1-0 in general is taking heaps of damage on Death Knight and Fiend. And lost way more mana. This early game seems to be going Happy's way. I think 1-0 had the better build. But Happy here with the punish. Again, this will be the perfect Naga game. And there she goes! There's the Naga looking for the kill. And gets the DK. 1-0. Not thinking about the Naga maybe. First time Happy playing a Naga in the Undead Mirror. This was the perfect opportunity to. Ooh, and that's 2 big kills. Ay, 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 ay. Huge lead for Happy. More than 200 experience ahead. Now gonna get the big item. Full mana on the DK as well. Finally level 2. 1 of mana stealing also good. Oh, 1-2-0. That is not the start he wanted on the map where he had to score. And it all started, by the way, getting creepjacked at the Hydra camp. This Hydra camp is a goddamn death trap. You never want to give away both lab camps here, but sometimes you have to. 1-0 so far behind. He's gonna try to come contest, maybe get a steal. Oh, Fiend shot. No, can't get it. 1 of mana steal. And big mana potion for Happy. Oh my lord. 1-0. Might have the opportunity to outscale Happy. Didn't get the last hit there, by the way, with the Fog Lightning. If 1-0 gets a Crypt Lord, and this game gets really, really late, then the Crypt Lord will outscale the Naga. But of course Happy is really far ahead in the experience. And items. Then again, 1-0 has double claws though. Maybe a small mistake by Happy, not securing one of the claws camps for himself. So the right click damage is going to be lacking on Happy. Unless he gets lucky now with claws plus 8. No claws, but a pendant. Happy's gonna keep it. Very good with mana potion.
玩家的部队正遭到攻击。
And it is the Cryptlord third for 1-2-0. Banking on the late game. Circlet found here. Also good. Happy already with 5 fiends. Can creep really well. Going early into banshees. Mana Stone. There we go. 1-0 has been finding some amazing items. But Happy already has double level 3. Level 2 Fog Lightning also. Not too bad. Happy's Lich though looks very underleveled currently. And you can see most of the map is crept already. Around Happy's main base there's still a few camps left. But much of it is gone. I think the Lich didn't get experience for the Rock Golem here. Small mistake by Happy. Happy's Lich indeed. Quite underleveled. Lich strong items, but no level 3 yet on 1-0. Happy wants to strike right now while the iron is hot. Cold Arrow also very good at slowing down the fiends. Impale to cover the retreat. That should be a clean escape. Oh, Happy going deep here. DK for him, hurt already. Of course, there is Nova on both sides, but only Impale, only stun on one side. Coil on cooldown, this is where Fog Lightning Nova could come into play. Crypto is only level 1 so far. Not super tanky, but actually very tanky items. I take it back. Very, very tanky items. Frost Armor also helping him. Impale. Going for the Naga right away. Having the Ring of Regen here is actually really good for her. A little bit of passive healing over time. Happy targeting the Cryptlord. Despite him being so tanky, feels like that is the clearest target to attack in the front line. Happy gonna lose one statue here. Doesn't get the Fiend kill in return. 1-0, starting to make ground in this next map. Oh, losing another Fiend, which almost with a level up. One Fiend goes down on the other side. It's a 2-for-1 so far. Impale comes through. Happy about to lose more. That Fiend is level 3. We have a Banshee now in the mix as well. Nova, Coil, spells being spammed, I mean. Invuln on both Liches. Happy has a mana potion still. The Naga though in trouble. Doesn't have boots. She's very hurt. Just gets away. Just barely. Statue being taken out. Mana potion being used. Happy has more coils now. Lich in trouble still. Supply is dead even. But Happy lost his statues. Lost both the statues. No healing anymore in this fight from statues is a big deal. And the Naga also almost dead. 1-0. Taking the lead. Clearly now, I think. One more Fiend is gonna die, though. Is gonna even it out, perhaps. Yeah, I think Happy's statue micro for once was off the mark. Statues were way too far up front. And Happy lost them too easily. And the damage items here make a big difference. 1-0 has great damage items. Happy has basically nothing. The early game was a disaster. But 1-0 now in the late game, looking good. He's got the supply lead. Lots of statues, by the way. Happy going back into no upkeep. 1-0 now, far ahead in supply. Impale on the lich, but there is a coil. Beautiful impale. But that might be the last one for a little while. DK. Oh, losing a lot of HP. Happy has to TP away. I think he killed one fiend in the meantime. Happy was trying to be cost efficient at 50 supply. He's been banking for a long time. And now it's solo creep time for the Crypt Lord. He's going to get level 2, maybe even level 3 if he has enough time. Happy would love to get a Lich level 3 as well. Yeah, being solo crept here. Couple of small camps are available to Happy outside his main. 1-0 in the meantime at 60 supply, going for more upgrades. Master Training and Destroyer Form are coming. And Happy will get the level 3 Lich finally. And some claws. Okay, big upgrades for his Lich. Crypt Lord also solo creeping. He should be level 3 here in a moment. It's the Naga who has the most experience in the game, surprisingly. Level 4 Naga with level 2 Cold Arrow is really strong. That's insane slow. And good damage. But the Naga is always going to be a weak point. There we go. Crypt Lord level 3. Huge potential now with the Impale. Five Banshees versus only 2 Banshees, actually. But 1-0 with more fiends. 70 supply for him already. Getting some invul pots as well. Oh, 1-0 on 3-0 upgrades. Wow. Happy on 2-2. More well-rounded. Repositioning. Trying to get the better angle. Happy wants to spread out wide to minimize the impact of Impale, ideally. They're eyeing each other up. When is the time? Now it is. Crypt Lord on the side. Gets off one. Good Impale. It wasn't completely insane. Not just yet. Nova Fork Lightning, but the anti-magic shell still protecting the fiend. Still goes down, however. Happy's Death Knight, by the way, hurt already. He's going to have to pay attention to that one as well. Naga right clicks are doing some good work. Impale comes through. Lich stunned again. Coils flying. Who's got more healing in the end here? Will be the question. Good coil there. Saves the fiend. Happy doesn't have an invuln on the Lich, by the way. Something he has to be aware of. The next Impale. That was the last Impale for the time being. With more mana from statues. Could be another one sort of soon. And Happy didn't lose any fiends yet. Only lost a ghoul so far. Naga, though, out of mana. No Folk Lightning anymore. Not too much Cold Arrow anymore, perhaps. Level 4 now. Naga with a sick Cold Arrow now, as long as she has the mana. But the Naga is exposed. Needs to receive Anti-Magic Shell again, and she does. Ledge for 1-0 here, taking a lot of damage. A coil missing for Happy. 1-0 taking the supply lead for the time being. And when the Banshees are exposed like we see them now, they could die quickly for 1-0 as well. 1 or 2 will fall. Happy pulling back, using Burrow as well, trying everything to keep his army alive as well as he can. Everything's green. Hard to tell exactly what's going on. Supply still seems to be quite even indeed. Mana low. Mana low everywhere now. DK for Happy, far up front. But no Nova to punish him. Curse absolutely everywhere. I wonder, wouldn't it be worth it to move for Destroyer now? Fiend count is rather low. Next Nova is not quite the next kill. Lots of misses. But the Naga finds a kill on the Banshee. Happy all of a sudden. 13 supply ahead. How does this happen every time? The Lich goes down as well. Invuln was on the Crypt Lord, not the Lich. 1-0. It seemed like perhaps he had this game close to 1, but it wasn't the case. And that is GG. And the lead still for Happy. A big lead now. 3-0 on match point already. Catastrophic early game for 1-0, of course. Losing the DK. Happy finding the perfect opportunity to play a Naga. And the Naga almost seemed to be getting outscaled by the Crypt Lord late game. 1-0 did a good job coming back in the series when the start of the game was so rough. But Happy still wins it out in the end. Once we had mass anti-magic shell everywhere, suddenly the impact of Impale plus Nova wasn't that huge anymore. Same thing on the other side. The Fork Lightning was hardly felt. So Happy goes up 3-0. If 1-0 wants to win, this grand final is going to have to win 4 maps in a row against a prime shape Happy. So far in the WAL, or as it was called before, the TP League, we had 3 season finals. Back in 2022, we had a season final. Then in 2023, we had 2 season finals. And now the 4th season finals. This one, the first of 2024. And guess what? Happy won every single one so far. He won number 1, he won number 2, he won number 3. And now Happy is 1 map away from winning number 4 as well. On his way here, Happy was certainly challenged, especially against Fortitude. He had a very tough series where he narrowly got the win with 3-2. Lost the map against 1-0 also in the upper bracket final, but now in the grand final, Happy hasn't dropped a single map yet. Another insane run, another insane performance by Happy as he keeps delivering again and again. Map number 4. This could be a specialty map. Because this is best of 7, there's not too many vetoes to go around, and so we're going to see Terraner stand. This is a map that normally we see getting vetoed, but now it is going to be in the pool. And on Terraner stand, it's a very defensive map. We know that expansions are really strong. Normally in Undead Mirror, we don't really see fast expos, but in the game of Happy versus Labby, we saw that on the right map, fast expansion can work. Maybe 1-0 is going to start to mix it up now. The normal stuff isn't working. He's not out-microing Happy. He's getting close, but he can't beat him. Maybe now a fast expansion, maybe a Lich first. Could be an idea. So, what do we have? Map number 4. Is this really going to be the last map of the grand final already? The last map of the tournament. Is Happy going to plow through here with a 4-0? Or can 1-0 start a comeback? Okay, what do we see so far? 1-0 bottom right in the blue. He's playing again the Tet Fiend build. Again and again, trusting in the Tet Fiend build. But Happy is the one switching it up. Maybe Happy thinks 1-0 is going to expand now. Maybe Happy's going to go for the Ghoul Lich Aggression. The build that he was playing a lot in the past. On the old patch. Or is Happy really going to expand himself? Crypt Lord first. Well, that has to be Expo then. Looks like Happy is going for a fast expansion right here. 1-0 doesn't know about it yet, but he's got an Acolyte Scout moving across the map. He's gonna find out. And this is exactly what I wanted to see for a long time. The Tet Fiend build is weak early game. I would have loved to see Happy try to punish it with a fast expo. Now he's gonna do it. Cryptlord, fast expansion. Or maybe it's just a ruse. Maybe he's not gonna fast expand. But Cryptlord normally isn't the best on one base. Okay, he got the skull. He's got the dagger. The DK's coming for the harass. Impale creeping. Lightning shield on the Cryptlord. Was that intentional? I wonder if there's ever practiced this before. Happy gets the experience from the big creep. Oh my god, this is gonna cost him so much mana though. With Impale? This is not looking that good for Happy so far, I have to say. Shouldn't you use beetles? Like creep the green camp, you get a ton of beetles. Oh, wow. And now Happy's teching. With Ghoul's Cryptlord. This looks weird. Okay. In theory, Happy can creep really well. He's got ghouls, he can creep with them. He's got skellies, he's got the Cryptlord himself. DK for 1-0, only level 1 so far. He feels the need to slow down the opponent's creeping, but hasn't found any window yet to creep properly himself. Cryptlord, ghouls, 1 base. That is something that I'm not familiar with. By the way, what was the item? Wait. Did he sell the item? Did you guys see what the consumable was that Happy found? Oh, trying for the Impale Surround. And of course he's got it. Takes out the first Fiend, costs him lots of mana, but I guess that's easily worth it if you get the Fiend kill. Yeah, I know he's got the Mantle. That's not the item I mean. I mean the Renegade Wizard. Renegade Wizard gives a big consumable item. And now Cryptlord close to level 3 already. 1-0. Trying to get to level 2. And Happy's upgrading Cannibalize, baby. Tier 3, DK. And Happy's creeping a lot. If the Cryptlord gets level 5, Fiends will be useless. Oh, deny by 1-0. Still only barely level 2. Look at that, Cannibalize. Ghouls are healing. Munchy munchy. Rune Bracers. Those are good for the DK, actually. The DK for Happy is going to be low level. Squishy target. Impale creeping, baby. DK is coming south for Happy. Not bringing mana potions like we see oftentimes when the Undead plays expansion. Hellstone found here. Another great item for the DK.
一位玩家的部队正遭到攻击。
And the Cannibalize is paying off heavily. Munchy, munchy, munchy. Cryptlord close to level 4, but he's not there yet. Oh, and now the two are gonna meet. Impale on the DK right away. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Oh, heal potion. Okay. Alright, yeah, heal potion. Getting a couple of kills here. 1-0. Getting back in the game. Slowly. Happy has one impale. Maybe one coil. Noble secures the last hit though. Happy going for Frenzy upgrade. He's got 8 ghouls. This could be a strong Frenzy timing. Cryptid about to be level 4. Happy could possibly expand here, but I don't think he's going to do it. He's going Banshee House again. Getting ready for late game Fiend Banshee. And the Dark Ranger third this time. Finally, the Dark Ranger returns. If Happy wants to fight, I think he needs mana potions for the Cryptlord though. Oh, good timing for 1-0. Finds Happy here trying to creep the orange. 1-0 snipes the item easy. Coil Nova. No problem. Oh, and there's no web for Happy. There's 0 counter to destroyers. Okay, 1-0. This has to be your game, right? Come on. Come on, baby. It's a full mana Cryptlord, but it's only 3 or maybe 4 impales. Again, I think he needs a mana potion. Mana stone we see on 1-0. Nova in the ghouls. 1 kill right away. Lich is low mana now though. 1-0 clearly has initiative here. 2 ghouls lost. Okay, destroyers morphed. Now is the time to fight. 1-0 doesn't have web yet. Might not be a bad idea here to TP away. Oh my god, so many skellies to dispel, by the way. He's waiting for web. He's waiting for web. What's Happy waiting for? Whatever it is, he's gonna have to wait for it in upkeep. Happy now at 55 supply. Losing a lot of gold. This game is looking perfect for 1-0, isn't it? Good army for him already. Not being held back by ghouls. Unlike Happy. And getting full income still. Finally, DK3. When's the fight gonna happen? Impale here could be glorious! Oh my god, every single fiend hit. No dispel in time to get the coil to save the fiend. Happy's trying to strike now with a mana destroyer still partly intact. Impale again in the back. Fiend's going down quickly. Nova right before the coil. Happy getting lots of kills. Forcing the TP away. 1-0 has to abandon the fight. Apparently he lost it. The Impales here were nutty. Especially the first one onto all of the fiends. And now it's going to be all about fiends again. And Happy may have just taken the lead again. Happy even going for a sacrificial pit. Pretty late on the upgrades. Fiends 0-0 at the moment. Gonna get 1-0 in a bit. Lich trying to get that level 3. The green camp up north might be enough. 1-0 will be Dark Ranger level 3. That's a big deal. The last camp on the map, the green, goes to Happy. Just enough for level 3. Oh, that's the real DK right there. Oh, if he gets surrounded here, that could be kind of scary. He is trapped. Has a big invuln though. Happy's gonna try to hold this around. 15 seconds. Can he hold for 15 seconds? 10 seconds. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, and he is dead. DK goes down. Happy with the heal. And this might be the tournament win for Happy with the Crypt Lord first in Undead Mirror. Another Impale. Locked in, loaded, ready and blasting. The Dark Ranger also gonna go down. The tournament of the Crypt Lord. Happy running away now with the supply. Getting all the hero kills and getting the tournament again. Whoo, Happy with big emotions on his face. Rubbing his pretty face right there, and that is some relief falling off of him. Not an easy tournament for him, especially Fortitude brought him to the limit. Happy was close to being thrown to the lower bracket. But this grand final, a clear affair. An impressive showing. Once again, an insane performance by Happy. Again and again and again and again. The 4th time in a row that Happy wins the season finals once again. The Emperor, the generational talent, wins the big tournament. Happy. Unbelievable. How he does it again and again. 1-0, man. Getting into the grand final. Strong play. Really strong play against Fortitude. I guess most of us were really hoping for the Happy versus 40 grand final. We didn't get to see that today, but I'm sure they're going to meet more again in the future. And with that, the Warcraft All-Star League summer season comes to an end. After 4 monthlies and now the season finals, summer season is over. But the winter season will soon begin. Last year, I think we started in October with the winter season. Might be the same this time around as well. Happy the champion as so many times before, he does it again and again and again. And he can enjoy this tournament win now. A little bit more prize money on his way to become the 3rd highest earning player of all time. With this happy, got more than $5,000 for his ice cream money fund. And we're, by the way, going to be back tomorrow when another tournament continues. Our coverage of the B Cup 12. It's B Cup 12, right? Yeah, we'll begin tomorrow. In fact, the group stage has been going on for a long time already. Do we have some updates here? No, apparently not. Sok was playing against Moon earlier. And we're going to be back tomorrow when it's going to be time for more matches there as well. 1-0 versus Lin is going to be happening tomorrow. And Happy versus Lawlight. I'm going to be casting that as well. I'm looking forward to that. Happy, the newly minted champion. No time to rest, apparently. Tomorrow's going to be best of 7s. And shortly after that, after the B Cup, starting on the 6th of September, it's going to be time for the Stars War 11 tournament. So lots of awesome Warcraft action here on our channel. Stay tuned on Twitch and on the socials to find out all the things that are happening around Warcraft 3. Thank you, Razor Moon, with the resub, saying GG. Thank you, thank you. And that's it from me today. Like I said, I'm going to be back tomorrow, same time as today, 1 p.m. CEST. We are going to be back later on today, I think, with the Creepjack episode, with Neo and maybe Florentine at 6 p.m. That is in about 1.5 hours from now. All right. Yo, thank you, Evolution57, for the sub. This is right at the end of the stream, I'm afraid. But yeah, I'm back tomorrow. Like I said, time for the Big Cup to kick off here on our broadcast. And now I say goodbye. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day, everyone. Take care.